Welcome to Weebs Top 10 Watch Club of the Great Jahy Will Not Be Defeated. Episode 4, spoilers ahead. I'm Scott.
I'm Jonah.
Hopefully the rest of this episode I can talk better. But what do you think of this episode?
Yeah, pretty good. They finally released or showed the other character from the intro, the other short person.
Yeah. I can't remember her name now.
I think it's like Sarah or something like that. Savara or something.
Something like that. It's it's like Savra or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so she is a demon who comes from like where Jahy was, and it seems like she must have been some kind of like higher up ish, but she wasn't number 2, and she was always jealous of that and thought she should be number 2. So now her goal is to take Jahy down now and then rebuild the dark realm herself. So the episode starts out with her stalking Jahy in her big form as she's going somewhere, and then Jahy sees a dog, but the Savra doesn't see the dog. And so when Jahy says all the stuff to the dog, like, good job tracking me down, she thinks she's talking about her, and she has like a potion to make her strength like 2 times as what it is or something to take her down, and she ends up dropping it. And then and then she's like, I can't be defeated though. So she's debating on licking it up from the ground. And then the dog Jahy was talking to comes over and starts licking it, and then grows huge and starts crushing Savra, which I thought there was a hilarious line there, because like the dog's on top of Savra now, and it's a huge dog taking up like the whole alley. And then someone was like, oh no, a cosplayer is being attacked by a dog because of how she looks. And I was like, that's pretty great.
Yeah.
Which then it leads to more shenanigans. She then makes a potion that makes her look like Jahy, to which she ends up getting caught by the landlord, and then she's trying to ruin Jahy's reputation. That's the whole point. So she's like, I'm not gonna pay rent to you. Little does she know that's Jahy's normal move.
And she's like, wait, what? She doesn't pay rent?
Yeah. And so, but then she gets so scared that she ends up paying Jahy's rent for her. Which I kind of hope happens regularly, because Jahy's so poor it hurts me. And then she tries to find another way, and then she gets pulled into work. And then she works for Jahy, and Jahy happened to oversleep, so it worked out perfectly for Jahy. But then it makes her think, did she know about this the whole time? She planned it perfectly. No, I fell right into her trap. To which Jahy just wakes up with her foot on her alarm, like, oh no.
I mean, props to like sleeping until like 11 at night.
Hey man, sometimes you gotta sleep. And then something that was kind of fun is she only has $3 to her name, so she goes to the shopping center to try to earn easy money, but gets distracted by all the food and spends all $3. But that little segment made me realize, man, if you had $5 at a shopping center in Japan, it seems like you could have a feast.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be mad at that. Like, well, spent $3, the only $3 I had, but I had like a pork bun, like a fried corn dog, and like whatever the other thing she ate.
Like a croquette or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So she lost all her money, and then she's like starving to death while she's working. And her boss is like, have you ate? And she turns and she's like skin and bones. And so then her boss gives her an advance on her paycheck. It's like, you just gotta watch what you pay for. And then she starts crying.
I would too.
Yeah, and it was beautiful. And then there was a fun after credit scene that seemed like the mangaka just put real life into it. Where Jahy is is a mangaka drawing her own manga. And her manager comes in and is like, if you don't turn this in on time, nothing for the month. And she's like, no. And then she spills ink on it, ruining the final page. So what'd you think about this episode?
Yeah, I'm glad they introduced a new character. I don't know how prominent she'll be, though. I don't know if she's just going to be like kind of like the landlord where she just shows up like every other episode or something like that, or she's gonna be there every time she tries to find a mana crystal or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much she shows up. I know that the magical girl's in there. I kind of want her to be introduced to have a little bit of a more of a foil.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this episode. I thought it was fun. I feel like I'm still waiting for something from the show though, and I don't know what. And I wish I could put my finger on it more, but it's fun, it's enjoyable. But I feel like I need one more spice in the show though.
Yeah. To me, I think, like, I know like half of it is her trying to survive. I think they should probably focus on maybe like the mana crystals a little bit more.
Yeah,
But
I
it
think.
also depends like how long they're gonna try to like keep the series going.
Yeah, and I think for me too, part of it is it's like I feel like I want some. I think for me, I feel like there's no movement right now.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I like my slice of life shows, but like I feel like even all the ones of those that I enjoy, the comedy ones and everything, there almost feels like some form of like a movement or something. Like I'm trying to think.
Like they always have like some form of like tiny goal or something like that.
Yeah,
too.
or like right now it feels like right. Okay, so like right now it feels like they're putting the corners on the jigsaw. Do you get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like we're framing it, but we're not like building on top. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like so like even like did you watch Nichijou?
Yeah.
So Nichijou is a comedy one that's like overall kind of unrelated, but it almost feels like it feeds on top of each other. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
The relationships build and the comedy comes because you know those relationships, or like things do kind of change permanently to some degree, you know? And right now, since we're just laying the framework, I feel like every episode we're just getting like, she's poor and sad. And it's like,
Yeah.
I hope something happens.
Like it's progressing but not progressing.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think I just need something. And I'm hoping the addition to the magical girl or something adds a little bit of something. But I'm enjoying it. I just want a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of the episode?
I think when the new girl's trying not to pay rent.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good.
Almost getting beat up by the landlord. She's like, "Oh gosh, she's so scary."
Yeah, that was pretty good. I like that. Yeah, I liked the end scene too.
Yeah.
Also, just coming to my mind, I think I think I'd feel the same way about girlfriend, right? That I do about this show. If they didn't develop their relationship at all, like, you know what I mean? Like I was always afraid of that.
Yeah.
Because like if the next episode was going to be focused exclusively on Rika again, I probably would start feeling that way. You know what I mean? Or like they always added like a little something extra. Like they started developing their relationship in episode 2, and like I think it was episode 3 Rika got introduced. So it's like, oh, they're adding more. I just feel like we don't have that build up. We more are just like laying it out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that, because I think maybe what they're trying to do is maybe like the first 6 they establish everyone, then the last 6, if it's a 12-parter, then they start filling in the blanks since all their characters are out.
Yeah, which could be fine, and it's definitely not like a massive critique of the show. It's just like I'm liking it, but I just want that little bit more. It's like eating a dish without the sauce, but you know a sauce is coming, or you hope it is. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any thoughts?
No, I agree wholeheartedly. I hope they start maybe expanding the characters a little bit more, or like making everyone more like blended together, because it seems like everyone is, I mean, it makes sense. Everyone has their own thing separately, but it doesn't feel like it's a cohesive like environment, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and maybe more interaction from the side characters would even help me. Like if like Drew or whatever, what's her name? Drewy. Her
The
the green haired assistant. Yeah, like maybe if she interacted more with like the landlord, you know, like she saw the landlord mistreat her, and like so she got like defensive or whatever. Or even if she interacted with the boss more, or even if the new chick Savra or whatever, even if she started working at Jahy's place, I think that would be interesting.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I think they just need to expand it just a little bit more. Like, it's nice to see all the pieces, but I want to explain what's the purpose of all those pieces.
Yeah, it's like it's nice to see all the pieces, and now it's time to play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel you. What are your guys' thoughts? Do you think do you have any ideas of what they maybe should add? Do you think it's perfect the way it is? Did you like this episode? I thought Savre was gonna be a trap. Did you think she was gonna be a trap? Let us know down below. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Yeah. See you later.